Hi, I'm Mike. Welcome to a MotovationUSA brief unboxing, and welcome to this two-part mini-series. We're gonna do some small changes on the StreetFighter. Hopefully you guys find that interesting. I think you will. But before we do anything, I'm gonna need you to smash that thumbs up. We need some help for the algorithm, and of course, hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get it started with the transformation of the new handlebar. Mutation P1 grips by Rizoma. We're gonna do brake guards by Rizoma, and then we're gonna do Arrow CRG bar and mirrors to the left. I'm a little nervous, but let's see how it goes. All right, so welcome to the second video of the mini build series we're doing on the Ducati StreetFighter V4S, brought to you by our good folks at Beta Tools. I'm gonna be using their tools, really awesome. Check them out in the site, best tool you can get, MotoGP level status. We're gonna start off by stripping down some of the stuff that's on there now, which is the Moto Gadget MView blade and bar end and everything else. We'll start off by pulling off the end cap. By the way, guys, we're gonna be doing the same steps on both sides of the bike. I'm gonna be showing you one. That way we keep the videos nice and somewhat reasonable in time. Now we're gonna grab our 4mm hex key by Beta Tools, and we're gonna loosen up the mirror. That way we can slide it off. There we go. Pretty straightforward. Mirror is all loose. Just gonna pull that off. And now we're gonna pull off the end caps that was in place to hold the Moto Gadget bar and mirrors. All right, and now we're gonna remove the OEM Ducati grips off the bike. But the easiest for you to do this task, guys, is for you to use an air compressor gun, which would be ideal. You're gonna peel off just a little corner right here, just like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. The little corner comes right off, all the way around. From there, you apply some. There we go, it's coming right out. Easy peasy. All right, so now we're gonna throw on the new Rizoma Mutation P1 grips. You wanna make sure that the logo where it says Mutation is at the very top or wherever you want it to be. I want mine to be like right here. So the first step, you're gonna wanna anchor the bottom. At least that's how I'm choosing to do it. And you're just gonna roughhouse it a little bit over, okay? Here we are. The Mutation P1 grips by Rizoma are on in the throttle side. The right hand side of the bike looks pretty good. I have it where you can see the Mutation here, and you can grab these guys in the link in the description down below. They're super gummy. I am looking forward to doing a long-term review or my first impression of how they feel and how do I like them. All right, so we're just gonna close this off, guys, by putting on the brake guard now. This is what it looks like. What you're gonna wanna do is find the correct setup that's gonna fit the diameter of your handlebar or clip-ons, and basically pre-tighten it right before going in, so it starts falling into the right grooves, okay? There you go, this is what it looks like. I will adjust it a little bit later. For now, let's just dive that in, and then we'll kind of dial it into the brake as we go. So let's tighten that up. So one of the reasons why I'm digging the brake guard setup with a single mirror is the fact that the width of the overall cockpit is going to be a little bit smaller. Makes it easier to lane split, especially out here in New York. And also it's great to try something new that you're not accustomed to. I am a little nervous about doing this. So for now, we'll adjust it later and get it exactly the size that I want it to be. And we'll kind of angle it where we want it to go as well. That's good. We can start tightening. Also, Rizoma did something very clever. This is kind of like a one-size-fit-all style of street bike. You do have these adjusters on here, either to make it wider or shorter. If you run with pretty far brake lever out, that's okay. You can extend it out if you do it closer you can push it inwards. We'll do some fine tuning a little bit later. Look at that. That's already looking really good already. Look at that. I think that's a good setup with my gloves being on, just in case there's a little bit of room. And it's a lot shorter, so that's kind of cool. Let's jump into the other side and finish this up. All right, let's wrap it up by finishing this side of the handlebar by loosening up the Moto Gadget mirrors. Fairly easy to do. I'm gonna remove the mirror holders right here by Moto Gadget. Fairly easy to do. Don't loosen them out completely, that way the inside doesn't stay in. The one thing you want to keep in mind, guys, the left hand side of the P1 Mutation by Rizoma are a little bit smaller in diameter, so that's gonna go on the left hand side of the bike. So I'm gonna align the logo first. There you go, right there. That way, not too much wiggle room here. Okay, so a little bit higher up on mine. There you go. That's more like the opposite side. There we go, guys. Looks pretty good. Went in really smooth. All right, let's finish up. So I'm fairly new to the CRG world, and this is my first time installing one of them. I just wanted to point something out really quickly here. The diameter of basically the clip-on that holds the mirror is a lot smaller. So first thing you want to do, you're going to remove the anchor point off. If you don't do this, you will not be able to fit the CRG bar end mirrors on. You have an additional step that you still need to do here. You're gonna need to unscrew this little piece of piping here. Okay, you're gonna break this apart, these two little components. So this is another bushing that's here, guys. So what you want to do, you want to pop that out. Just have to kind of push that right out. Okay, you will not be using this black ring here. From that point, you're just gonna put these just like that. You're gonna get that same screw, you're gonna thread that through. You're gonna get that other barrel with the thread, you're gonna thread that through. Perfect. Then now we're in business, boys. Again, this might not be a big deal to you guys, but it's my first time installing CRGs with this bar in. I kind of figured I'd make the experience where, you know, it's just new for me, just as new for you, for a first time viewer. From this point on, we're just gonna fit this in and basically line it up so you have the logo how you want to. Like my Motovation to be proudly displayed. Logo, branding, everything looks good. Then now we're gonna place that mirror just like that. Then we can actually clamp that on. I think that looks pretty good, guys. It's a very different setup from what I usually run. It's a pretty unique look. It's gonna take a little getting used to. I do like the mirror a lot. There's a couple of things that I noticed that I'm gonna point out when I do my overall idea about it. I love the fact that you could change the glass if something were to happen. It's pretty modular, pretty cool. I think that looks good. Let's take a look at the brake side as well, guys, and then we're pretty much wrapped up. All right, and now for the brake side. Again, thank you all for tuning in, watching this little mini series. If this is something that you guys like, you feel like they're pretty useful to you, where it's not super high-end complication installs that's difficult to follow, something simple and easy as this 2 little part mini series, I'll do a couple more, do something small and easy to do. And again, all of these parts can be found at MotovationUSA.com/CFNY. The links will be in the description down below. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us up. We're more than happy to answer those, all right? As recommended, use your parts purchase to support the store that support your sport. Motivation USA gives back to the riding community with everything from safety seminar courses and worldwide racing sponsorships. For the most trusted parts and accessories, shop MotovationUSA.com. All links will be in the description down below. And remember, tell them your boy sent you. All right, those Pro grips, those Mutation P1 grips. Oh, beautiful. Catch you guys later.